In the early 1930s, America was losing control. The Great Depression had shattered trust in banks, politicians, and institutions. Millions were unemployed. Savings vanished. Homes were taken. Anger spread everywhere. Out of that anger, a new kind of criminal emerged. Bonnie and Clyde, John Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd. They were not just criminals, they were symbols. They robbed banks when banks were hated most. They crossed state lines and mocked local police. They became legends almost overnight. At the time, American law enforcement was weak. Police authorities stopped at state borders. Communication was slow. Coordination barely existed. Outlaws exploited this perfectly. They robbed a bank in one state and escaped into another. By the time police responded, the criminals were already gone. The public watched in fascination. Newspapers turned criminals into celebrities. Photographs spread nationwide. Stories were exaggerated. Reality became entertainment. The government watched in fear. Each successful robbery was not just a crime. It was a public embarrassment. Local police could not stop them. State authorities were powerless. The system was failing. So the federal government stepped in. The Bureau of Investigation, later known as the FBI, was small and inexperienced. At first, it lacked authority. It lacked weapons. It lacked respect. But fear changes rules. As violence escalated, the government gave the Bureau new powers. Agents were allowed to cross state lines. They were armed. They were trained for confrontation. Most importantly, their mission changed. They were no longer expected to arrest. They were expected to eliminate. John Dillinger became public enemy number one. His repeated jail escapes humiliated authorities. His popularity terrified politicians. The response was ruthless. Agents tracked Dillinger relentlessly. They followed leads. They pressured informants. They waited for betrayal. When it came, they did not hesitate. Dillinger was shot outside a movie theater without warning. Bonnie and Clyde faced the same fate. No arrest, no trial, only an ambush. Babyface Nelson was hunted down in one of the bloodiest shootouts in FBI history. Pretty Boy Floyd was surrounded and executed. One by one, the outlaws fell. The public reaction was mixed. Some felt relief. Others mourned the end of their heroes. But the message was clear. The age of outlaw freedom was over. The FBI emerged stronger than ever. The manhunts of the 1930s reshaped American law enforcement permanently. Federal policing became normalized. Surveillance expanded. Coordination improved. Crime did not disappear, but it changed. Outlaws no longer became folk heroes. They became targets. The government had learned an important lesson. Losing control, even briefly, was unacceptable. The legend survived in movies and stories, but the reality was gone. The FBI did not just defeat America's most famous outlaws. It redefined power, and that power would never be given up again. If you enjoy true stories like this, leave a like and subscribe to History Unlocked. More stories from the past are coming soon.